Happy 4th of July. Joe Kersey here on the 4th of July, 2015 at just about noon, actually. Well, the content of this particular video is going to be rather incongruous given the date upon which it's being videoed, digitized, in that this is in no way intended to demean any of the people who have died in maintaining our freedom and independence and so forth. In fact, my great-great-grandfather fought in the Revolutionary War, and my great-grandfather fought in the Civil War. So, you know, my family has a bit of a dog in this fight, so to speak. But one of the reasons this country was established was so that people could be relatively, essentially as free as possible without infringing on the fellow whose nose is 1 millimeter outside his reach. As long as what you're doing isn't going to harm anybody, people should be basically let alone. That may not have been explicitly stated in any of the documents, but that's implied in all of the documents. Having said that, this video is going to be a bit raw, and so I urge you to put the dogs and the kids to bed. And this video is aimed primarily at my gay viewers. So, you have been forewarned. Now, I've discovered this thing, although I didn't discover it. I mean, I'd heard of it, but I didn't really quite, and I still haven't quite figured it out. It's Tumblr. My word, I mean, you can just find all sorts of stuff on that thing. And of course, in for a penny, in for a pound. I think I was basically born without the judgment gene. I decided I've got to do this too. So I started putting some stuff up. I'll put the link in the description, as people say. It's very, well, you can just find all sorts of things on there. I've made now around 710 videos, 711 videos. YouTube double counts a couple of mine. The two videos that have gotten the most views are the video where Paul and I run the washing machine for the first time, and a video in which I made about had to have been around now, not quite 3 months ago now, where I discussed stretching my 10 gauge nipple piercings up to 8 gauge. And then another video now, which is getting a fair amount of view, or when I discuss me, rather than the piercer, stretching my nipples up to 6 gauge. And you can see the results here, see? The results. Those are now a little over 3 weeks out from the stretch. My goal is to go up to 4 at some point here, but I'm going to hold off on that till this is well and truly well established. I went up to the 6 from the 8 after 7 weeks. That wasn't really too soon, but I wouldn't want to do it any sooner than that. So I want to get a good 4 or 5 months, before I horse with these. I'll tell you, it's really profound. I mean, you have that continual stimulation all the time, all the time, all the time. I highly recommend it to guys who are into horsing around with their nipples, and other guys' nipples too, for that matter. So, bit of an incongruity here, but it's like happy 4th of July here. Freedom's great, even the freedom to make a fool of oneself from time to time. So bye-bye, YouTubers.